Video, we are going to show you how to create some custom tabs to show energy monitor and usage from the Sense energy monitor device. In the previous tutorial, we talked about creating a custom tab that can show up on the main window of the viewer. In this video, we're going to talk about how to create these custom interfaces to show things such as the daily use, the monthly use, the annual use of the Sense energy monitor. So these things are going to be a little bit more extensive to be able to show this information. There is lots of different views that we can work on and we can configure. To show a list view, daily list view, and weekly all the way to yearly or annual usage statistics. So let's get started on how to do this. In your configurator, we need to last we created the main tabs for energy management. Now we're going to go to the interfaces and create some custom home pages to add to that interface. In the driver that you downloaded, there are some custom pages that that we included as part of the Sense Pro. There are several views that you can include. Now, not every single one of these is going to apply to every single project. You can pick and choose whichever ones you want, or whichever one the customer wants to view, or if you want all of them, yeah, you can definitely add all of them. There's a lot of linking that has to be done on every single one of the views, but the good thing is once you link it one time, you don't need to relink them again unless you delete the driver. So on average, you're going to grab the main. You possibly are going to grab the now icon or possibly the now list view. So there's two kinds of views. One is the icon view and one is the list view. Let's begin by creating just a blank page. Let's call this now. And we're going to import from the file the view that is now icon view. Now once we are in this view, we can customize the large format. When you open this up, we have already pre-designed a lot of these templates for you and created all the fields. Feel free to rearrange everything as you need, as you see fit for your client. However, we kind of try to organize these in a nice format. So the first thing to do is to link all these fields or all these controls to the proper variable in the driver. Let's begin by clicking on the now total. Now you're going to use this as a guide, and from the connect to, you're going to go to the Sense Pro now total. So I'll scroll down all the way to Sense Pro now total, click that, and now the variable is linked. Now we're going to link the now cost. So again, same thing here. You're going to do cost total. Again, this is your guide up here. So this is this value, you're going to link it to the currency. All these little squares here are going to be linked to the currency. So you can either copy paste all of them or manually link them as you go along. This is going to be the bar graph. So this is going to get linked again to the now total. So we go Sense, scroll down to now total. And you're going to do this for all of these variables that we have already pre-designated, and all you have to do is link them. It's a little bit of work. So this is the now cost always on, and this one again is the now cost always on. I think I made a mistake back here. This is the now always on, not the cost. So if you do make a mistake, and you can just go back and fix it to the now always on. This one here again is also now always on. And it's a little bit of tedious work, but so on and so forth. You can create all these things here. Once you click apply, you can just simply click on the small one, copy it from the large format, and That's okay. We want it to overwrite the existing interface. Now we go back to the viewer that you want this energy management or monitor to show up on. Click on the desktop for that, or click on the viewer. Click back on the energy monitor that you created earlier. Now you'll see there's a new page. You go ahead and add that to the page. And once you click apply, this page, if we open up the viewer, should be able to go and pull the information from the energy monitor, and sure enough, here it is. It brings in all the variables that we linked. The variables that we have not linked yet, they're still showing the raw names for them. So once we do link all these fields, you'll get a full view of the actual pages that you can see. One thing to be taken note of is this one is called home. So what we want to do is we want to go back to the page itself here now, and we want to force the top level name. So now that we can take a look at it, and now it's called now, or you can name it whatever you like to, or for whatever your customer prefers. Then we continue. If we need to add another one, we can add another touch. So we can call this one now list. So this will give us the list view. We go in and we import from the file those views that we have included, and the now list view is here. And again, we do the same thing. You probably want to force the top. We go to the large format. This list view has up to 10 devices versus the icon only has up to 6. So every single one will show the total, the always on, the other. And we will have to link these. So again, this is your guide. So Sense Pro Now Total. You will go through and do Sense Now Total. This is the bar graph. So you can do Sense Now Total. Again, the first two are always going to be the same. These first two icons. This one here is going to be the cost. So now cost total, and this is where the cost will be displayed. And the variable is now cost total. And this guy here is the currency, and so on and so forth. We can copy this once we're done so that it shows up on all the screens. Back to the energy management, we add this tab. We click apply, and back in the viewer, now we have a second. Now we have a second list that we can look at. Again, you don't need to include every single one of these for every single customer, but use them as needed. Go down the list and add as many of these tabs as you like, and add them to every viewer that you would like these things to show up on.